Welcome back. This is the recap, the Bells of Redwater scenario we just played. The bells of Redwater rang until the ropes frayed and hands bled. When the Shieldland Knights charged into the village, they came as a wall of iron and faith. The blood moon knolls, moments from breaking down the church doors, were caught between ringing stone and righteous steel. The knolls fought savagely, but discipline and oath broke the savagery that night. One by one, the packs fell back, leaving their dead in the streets and their wounded dragged away, howling into the dark. The church stood. The villagers lived. It was a major victory for the Shieldlands. Yet dawn revealed the cost. The knolls had not been destroyed, only driven off. Tracks led east and north away from Redwater and into the desolation feared even by hardened soldiers, the Badlands surrounding White Plume Mountain. There, ash-choked trails and cracked stone offered both refuge and ruin. The knights didn't hesitate. Supplies were gathered, wounds bound, and prayers spoken beneath a sky already stained by drifting ash. The enemy would not be allowed to regroup, not so close to the Plume Road and the cursed ground beyond. The Pack Lord's flight was no retreat, it was a race, actually. By midday, the green of the Shieldlands gave way to gray earth and broken basalt. Hot winds scoured armor and carried the distant, hollowed echoes of the mountain itself. Ahead lay the scalded crossroads, where old roads met beneath the shadow of White Plume Mountain. There, amid ash and stone, the blood knolls would be forced to stand or be hunted down. The knights pressed onward, banners low against the wind, into the ash winds on the White Plume Road. So, we have a few things we need to do right off the bat. As you can see, we lost human oaths. We had lost some spearmen. We lost one, two, three spearmen. Yeoman Uther's long spears. We lost three of them, and we lost three of Yeoman Hod, or four of Yeoman Hod's glaives, I believe. One, two, three. Now we lost three glaives and three spears. We also lost a knight from. We lost one knight in addition to over here. We lost a knight from, I forget what unit it was from. I'll have to check real quick, but it's Sir Hodwiss's unit. Yeah, we lost a knight there. As you can see, he's over here. Now, he wasn't a named knight. So we're not going to roll for him on the casualties table. However, we do have, we did lose Sir Gossett of East Fork. Okay. We did lose him, so we're going to have to roll for Sir Gossett of East Fork on the casualties table to see what his status is. And we also lost Sir William of Jensel here. We lost him, and we'll have to roll on the table for him as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with. We'll bring us over here. I got to roll d6 and find out exactly what happens to him. So we have to roll d6 for the. I have a leader, injury, and recovery table here. So let me grab a d6 real quick. See what we get. We're going to do. Let's do Sir William. Let's do Sir William of Jensel first. A 6. Inspired return. The leader not only recovers, but their brush with death stiffens his morale. In the next battle, they get +1 command for the first turn, or all friendly units within 6 inches at deployment remove remove 1 pin token. Okay, well they're not going to have pins, so his unit's going to get +1 command for the first turn. So he comes back inspired. He goes back over here with Sir Cratch's group over here. There he is. He's back in. And now we're going to do Sir Gossett is going to take his role. And let's see what he gets. He gets a 6-2. He's going to come back in. Wow, he gets an inspired return. Incredible. So Sir Gossett's back in command. He must have just been knocked unconscious. And while he was knocked out, he had a vision of Heronius, both of them. And they make a complete recovery, don't suffer anything, and they're going to be back for the next battle here. So, wow, okay, so that's that. However, like I said, it is not without the loss of the. It's not without some losses. We lost some glaives. We lost some long spearmen, and Father Abuziel, he steps up and he gives a little bit of a. He looks at the fallen and he says, "Brothers and sisters of the shield, stand firm and steel your hearts. These warriors did not fall in darkness or in doubt. They stood where steel was needed, where law was tested, and where honor demanded its price. In the name of Heronius, they met the enemy face to face and did not turn aside. Know this, the invincible eye does not wander. He saw their courage when the line broke. He heard their vows when fear pressed close. He measured their deeds not by victory alone, but by faith and duty fulfilled. Let no one say they are lost. They have taken up their watch in the halls of valor, where the just marshal their hosts and worthy rest between battles yet to come. Their arms are unburdened, their wounds are healed, and their honor stands unbroken. We remain, and that is our charge. By their sacrifice, we are reminded that law must be defended, not spoken. Justice must be carried, not wished for. Honor must be lived, not claimed. Raise your heads, take up your arms, carry their names forward in deeds and in discipline. By the lightning and the sword, by the word sworn and the shield held fast, they are remembered and they are avenged. So speaks Heronius, so do we. So we got that figured out. Our next scenario is going to be uh, Ash Winds on the White Plume Road will be the next scenario for the knights, and we will pick it up there. We recovered our two knights, but like I said, we did lose a bunch of spearmen, a few spearmen, and some glaives. But it was a resounding victory against the Knolls. The next battle is going to be a little bit tougher because we're going to be fighting in the Knolls territory and real close to White Plume Mountain as well. Thanks. See you then.